Welcome back to Houston Life. Now, as we know, our city has many nicknames, right? Clutch City, Bayou City, and of course, Space City.
Yeah, that's my favorite one. Duh. Next week, Space Center Houston is throwing a multi-day intergalactic celebration with concerts and interactive activities. It is the 5th annual Moon to Mars Festival, and joining us with details, Keisha Bullock, Chief Operating and Strategy Officer from Space Center Houston, along with Marty Pell, who's the President and CEO of Welby Financial, the event sponsor. Thank you for sponsoring the event. 5 years now, and this is something. Why I want to start with you. Like, why Welby? Why sponsor for 5 years?
I would start with a shared history and shared values. Interestingly, both of our organizations were founded originally to support our heroes in the space exploration community. Space Center Houston serving the tourism angle, and we are a credit union that was founded originally to serve the families of NASA. So we share that bond that goes all the way back to 1961. So we want to honor that legacy, and we also share values. So you're going to hear a lot about and see about the innovation and all the inspirational work that they do. We want to inspire the members of our credit union to pursue their dreams, and we like to say we're there for each small step and every giant leap.
Oh, that's good.
Marty, nice.
Yeah. And Keisha, we know a great event doesn't get off the ground without a sponsor that gets it.
This is so true.
Okay, Moon to Mars Festival,
Yes.
5 years now, but what are you most excited about this year?
Well, Moon to Mars is our largest celebration, and what I love about this time of year, it's spring break, right?
Yes.
And this is where space exploration meets celebration.
Right.
Right, and so we do that in a fun festival atmosphere. You get to come and learn about the past, present, and future of space exploration. As you know, Space Center Houston is the official visitor center for Johnson Space Center, but then you get to do it in a really fun festival-like atmosphere, and then over the years, we've added in the music, which has just been fantastic.
Ooh, the music is good this year. Is it 311 and the Wallflowers?
Yes, Friday night we're going to kick it off for the Wallflowers.
I've been
And
looking.
Saturday night is 311. So this is the music of my generation.
That's right.
So we're happy to relive it. So we're encouraging our guests, come for the daytime, come do all the activations. We've got some really fun things that we're going to actually show you all today, and then stay for the concerts at night. And we've got some great concert-only tickets, bundled tickets, but it's just a great spring break celebration. So you can make a whole day out of it.
Very nostalgic.
We were chatting before the segment about the fact that Space Center taps into, I think, a sense of nostalgia for so many of us. And I didn't grow up in Houston. And for Houstonians who don't frequently visit Space Center Houston, the fact that we have it right here in our own backyard. I mean, I remember growing up and hearing about Johnson Space Center and thinking, wow, if only I could go there one day. And as Houstonians, we can.
You can, absolutely. And our Houstonians, but then people who travel to Houston for spring break. I heard there's 2.2 million people traveling to Houston for spring break, and we know a huge portion of them will come to Space Center Houston.
You know, that's an interesting point, because we often will have visitors who want to add Space Center to the list when they're visiting, when they're coming in from out of state. How do you recommend we plan a visit? Is the best idea to book your tickets online for the festival to be sure you get them?
Absolutely. So spacecenter.org is the place that you're going to start booking your tickets. And I know I like to save money, so I don't know about you guys.
Of course.
And especially in this economy, so you get a little bit of a discount when you book online versus coming on site. But go there and you get all your concert tickets, do all of your planning for your day, book your tram tour, because that's the only way that the public can actually go over to Johnson Space Center is through Space Center Houston.
Those are pro tips.
So get those done, get those in early, because they book really fast, and especially during this time when we're expecting lots of guests. But parking is easy. It's a straight ride down to get to us, and just a lot of fun. So we're getting prepared this week.
Okay, and we saw how busy that concert gets. Beautiful night, beautiful time of the year. What do we have here in front of us? Because this is going to be part of some of the activations you have going on.
Absolutely. So look, Space Center Houston is a science learning destination, right? We welcome 1.3 million guests every year, but our learning programs are also a big part of who we are. And so this is just a little taste of what we do in our learning programs every day with our fabulous education team. And this is something you're going to be able to do at the Moon to Mars Festival. So are you ready to step into your lunar experience? This is all about turning your curiosity into confidence. And this simulates what a lunar rover would be like. And you would pick up items on a lunar surface. You would bring them back to the International Space Station.
Whoa.
And what you learn in our learning programs is teamwork and confidence and robotics and all the things that are going to prepare you to be successful in a STEM career. And that's really what is at the heart of what we do every day at Space Center Houston. So,
Wait, maybe Marty should be doing this. He's the sponsor.
Marty,
You might be better at this.
Show us how this works.
guys are
Here, I'm
doing
driving
great.
it to you.
You're doing a great
doing
job.
awesome.
No,
Let's
Marty,
see who
take
can
mine,
pick it
please.
up.
Save it.
Okay, come back. We don't want you to lose yourself here off the lunar surface.
This takes focus, guys.
It really does take focus. It takes teamwork and communication to work together.
Go, Marty.
And our families are able to do this when they come to Moon to Mars. So lots and lots of
People
fun.
can actually do this.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And so we want to see if you can pick that up and bring it back to base. for
Pick
us.
it up, Keisha.
Yes, come
That's
on.
not happening.
Yes. No, we're training you like our astronauts train, and the engineers who put these together, you're learning all about it at the Moon to Mars Festival.
Marty, are you
Marty's
driving
picking up-
this one?
I thought I was driving that one. That's
Well, no wonder. You drove it off the table twice.
All right, guys, we're gonna have to go to the festival to figure it out.
Yes, come on down to the
It's
festival.
March 11th through the 14th, Space Center Houston, guys. It's going to be a blast. 1601 NASA Parkway, and as I mentioned, the Wallflowers will be there March 13th, 311. The performer on the 14th.
Good stuff. Keisha Bullock, Marty Pell, thanks so much. And thanks,
you.
Marty, for sponsoring the event. 5 years. All right, Space Center Houston's Moon to Mars Festival, presented by Wellbe Financial, returning for its 5th year. Wednesday, March 11th through Saturday, March 14th. Space Center Houston on NASA Parkway. And again, go online for tickets and information, spacecenter.org. Truly, it is, it's right here in our backyard. Bring your out-of-town visitors, too.
That's
They'll
right.
love it.
Bring them to the moon,
Make some
Mars,
memories.
and back.